Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am currently in my crash pad in Houston, and I am waiting, or I'm actually getting ready. I just got a local today, flying to Nashville and then heading back. But I figured I'd jump on here and try to record a little bit. So today's video is going to be a question and answer, and I'm only going to do 3 or 4 questions, and I'll do some more on a subsequent video. But I want to start with that first. I tried curling my hair. It looks a little crazy, but I like it a little better than the helmet look. I am probably going to put some highlights in. Somebody had mentioned, I think it was somebody named Sandra, commented that I might need highlights, which is probably true. As I said, I color my own hair, and I used a little bit different color than I normally do. And so it kind of just made it very dark, and I usually have a little more PC. You don't need to know all this. This is boring. Okay, so, all right, here we go. We're going to start the questions. And if you have any other questions, please comment, ask me questions. I would love to share whatever I know. So question number 1 is, it was Kim McKay. Hi, Kim. Asked about getting into a crash pad, and every crash pad is a little bit different. Some are run by companies, some are run by individuals. The 2 that I have stayed in, you do not have to have a credit check or anything. One I stayed in, you did not sign a contract, which did end up being a bit of an issue when I moved out. So make sure you know, if you do decide to live in a crash pad, make sure you know all the details about move-in, move-out rules. The first one I lived in was very kind of relaxed, and so all the rules were not dictated to me, and so we had a little issue at the end. We worked it out, I think. But this one, I do have a contract. It is month to month, and yeah. So, I mean, all the rules are pretty basic, like respect people. And let's see. Some crash pads do require you to show that your badge, that you actually work for a airline, because I know there are some people who try to live in crash pads who aren't actually flight crew. I don't really know why you would do this. Maybe you have a job that you travel and you don't want to pay, maybe you travel a lot and you don't want to pay for hotel rooms. Maybe your company doesn't pay for hotel rooms. I don't know, you just want a cheap place to live. I have no idea, but some people do make you prove that you are flight crew. So there's that. About having a car. So I do have a car. I bought a car when I was in Michigan. Some people do bring their own cars. This is still from Kim. These are all Kim questions. Some people drove their own cars from wherever they live, because in Michigan, in Detroit, it's very hard to not have a car. Ubering is very expensive, as I mentioned before. I bought a cheap car because I didn't want to put the miles on my car in California to drive it out. So I just bought a cheapy car. Didn't end up being super cheap because Detroit insurance is ridiculously expensive, but it has proved to be beneficial. My husband drove it down to Houston. So for me personally, having a car is kind of crucial. If you don't care about Ubering everywhere, then I guess, or you don't really want to go anywhere, then I guess it's fine. I don't really go that many places, but I do prefer having a car. I think if I was somewhere where there was a train system, an affordable train system, that would be different. I mean, like San Francisco has a train, but it's not cheap. So I feel like you have to have a car in certain places. Just my personal feeling. A lot of people live all the time without cars, but I am a Californian and everybody drives. So it's just what I'm used to. Next question is reserve. How much reserve? My particular company reserve is based on seniority. So you could be on reserve for a very long time depending on where you're based. So like in Houston right now, because I am literally the bottom of the pile, I would be on reserve probably forever if I stayed here. So this is why I want to get out of here, because I don't want to be on reserve. If you don't know what reserve is, it means you're on call. It means you sit and you wait and you hope that they call you to work. Now, you do get paid if you don't get called, but you have a 76-hour, or my company has a 76-hour guarantee. So I'm guaranteed that many hours paid in the month, whether I actually fly or not. Now, that's not a lot of money. That's not a very big paycheck. So what a lot of people do is they fly on their days off. They work on their days off. When I was in Detroit, I actually was called enough on my reserve days that I was able to go over and above that 76 hours, and I actually made a decent paycheck. Yeah, that's reserve. Now, I know a lot of companies, there's companies that you do 1 month of reserve, 1 month of having a line off and on. I know there's one company that you have a few reserve days every month, and then the rest is a actual schedule. There's one company that you're pretty much guaranteed to be on reserve at least 2 years. So everyone is different, but my particular company, it just depends on your seniority in that particular base, wherever you're based. Okay, there was another question in there I wanted to answer. Oh, and this is more of a personal question towards me. Would I consider working for a mainline? Well, of course, yes, I would consider working for a mainline. Reasons being, I would love to fly longer, bigger trips, like international trips. My company does fly to Canada and Mexico and supposedly the Bahamas. I don't know if we're doing that right now, but I've flown to Canada a few times. But I would love to be able to do international flying. Most mainline companies, they do pay a little bit more. And then the part two of that question was, do I like my current company? Yes, I do. I am very happy doing what I'm doing. I have enjoyed it immensely when I get to fly. I really do enjoy it. Most of the passengers that I have come into contact with are super nice and very, I don't know, what's the word? Amenable. Some are jerks, but you know, those kind of people are everywhere, right? Just jerks. But for the most part, I've had a great experience, and even on the long days, it's been okay. I love the flight benefits that we get because we are regional and we do work for several airlines. We get flight benefits for all those airlines as long as they work as long as they fly in the base that we're in. And yeah, so I'm happy where I am. If I don't ever work for a mainline, I would be okay. But yes, I would consider working for a mainline airline. So that's all the questions for today. I'm going to probably do another one of these very soon. I also have upcoming a tips for traveling with children. So I have some really cool tips that I've gotten from my friends who have babies and bigger kids. And then also I'm going to give you some tips from a traveler's perspective who does not have kids, and then also from flight attendant perspective, which would be me. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Click the little bell. It'll tell you when I post new videos. I'm trying my best to post very minimum one a week, and more if possible, but we'll see. So I hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate those of you that stopped by, and I'll see you next time.